I don't know. It be little clips like you see how like man him was talking and then somebody else talked like in his crew. That's what get me up like that.
Tank is finally set to make his return to the boxing ring on March 1st. After a full year away from competition, his opponent Lamont Roach is looking to make a name for himself by pulling off an upset. While many fans initially question the matchup, Roach is seen by some as a serious threat who could surprise everyone on fight night.
Lamont is a good fighter. Like he ain't no slouch. Like I fought him in the amateurs, and it was good bump. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this to promote a fight. Like Buddy can fight.
The road to this fight hasn't been easy. The bout faced multiple delays, and at one point Davis even announced that it was canceled. Disappointing fans. Fortunately, things have been sorted out, and both fighters are now preparing for a big clash. On top of that, Davis has revealed that 2025 will be his last year in boxing, making this fight even more important. However, it seems like the heat won't stop here. Tensions between Tank and Roach nearly boiled over when they almost got into a brawl before the fight was even officially set. Security had to step in to keep things from escalating, adding to the already intense buildup. The two fighters have exchanged words leading up to this fight, showing that there is no love lost between them. Being back on track, Davis worried fans when he posted a cryptic message on X that read, "Fighting for my life." Many of his followers were confused and concerned about what he meant. Some speculated that he was talking about personal struggles, while others thought he might have been referring to his focus and dedication to the fight. During the press conference for his fight, Davis admitted that boxing has been affecting his mental health. He talked about how difficult the sport has become for him, and even mentioned wanting to step away for the sake of his family. His recent post on social media seemed to reinforce those feelings, making fans wonder if something was wrong. Isn't the first time Davis has hinted at struggles outside the ring, and it's clear that his return to boxing has been anything but smooth. To add to the concerning post, Davis returned to social media with another message. For weeks away, this seemed to indicate that he was fully locked in and focused on his upcoming fight, putting to rest some of the worries that arose from his previous statement. Whether the first post was a brief moment of frustration or something deeper remains unclear, but fans were relieved to see him back in a determined mindset. Davis's message sparked a huge response from fans. Some were genuinely worried about what he meant. One fan wrote, "That sounds scary," reflecting the uncertainty surrounding the post. Others showed their support by encouraging him keep fighting, champ. One user wrote, hoping to uplift Davis's spirits. Another fan commented, "Damn, that's cryptic," summing up what many people were thinking. The lack of clarity in Davis's words left fans wondering what was going on. Another simply said, "Stay safe, champ," offering support regardless of the situation. This message encouraged Davis to push through any challenges, whether they were mental or physical.
Yeah. I mean, but again, they pick and choose, so it is what it is. And again, the media like to hate him too. So, I'm going to catch a lot of that backlash too. But I mean, it is what it is. I ain't really stunned too much. I'm not worried about narratives. I'm worried about what I can do in the ring.
All right, brother. All right.
Many longtime Davis supporters pointed out that he has faced adversity before and always found a way to overcome it. Some noted that this could just be another example of him using social media in an unpredictable way, as he has done in the past. Regardless, the outpouring of support showed just how much Davis means to his fans. Now that the fight is officially happening, all eyes are on the two fighters. Davis remains one of the most dangerous punchers in boxing, known for his knockout power and speed.
Not looking at Lamont the way that everybody else look at Lamont. Like I know Lamont is a really good fighter. I'm not. This ain't no Frank Martin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It's a real good fight.
However, Roach is coming into this fight with nothing to lose, making him a dangerous underdog. While Davis is favored to win, underestimating Roach could be a mistake. Roach is a tough, determined fighter who has worked hard for this opportunity. If he manages to put pressure on Davis early, he could make things interesting. On the other hand, Tank has proven time and time again that he can finish fights in an instant if he connects cleanly. It could be over quickly.
The rematch clause, people, so get ready for 2 fights. But, yes, and after I beat him the second time, I probably would ask the WBA to let me go up to 140 and fight Ryo.
One factor that could play a role is Davis's long layoff. Being out of the ring for a year can impact a fighter's sharpness, and Roach will likely look to take advantage of any rustiness. However, Davis has shown before that he doesn't need many rounds to get into his rhythm. If he finds his timing early, he could remind everyone why he is one of the most feared fighters in the sport. Another aspect to watch is Davis's mindset given his recent comments about boxing taking a toll on him. Fans will be looking to see if he still has the same hunger and intensity that made him a champion. If Davis fights with the same fire he has in the past, it could be a long night for Roach.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me.
Davis planning to retire in 2025. Every fight from now on holds extra significance. If he loses to Roach, it would be a major setback. However, a strong win could build momentum for even bigger fights in the future. There are already rumors about who Davis could face next. If he wins, some fans are hoping for a showdown with a top lightweight contender, or even a move up in weight. But first, he has to take care of business on March. First, for Roach, this fight represents a massive opportunity to win over.
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling you, saying you going down in a night?
Davis would change his career overnight and put him on the map as a legitimate star in boxing. He has been vocal about his belief that he can pull off the upset, and he seems to be embracing the underdog role wrestling fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach always he come to fight. And I think it's a great fight, everybody talking all that stuff about, oh, why Roach? Because he signed and took the fight, you get what I'm saying, and it's good for the community. Lamont Roach is well aware that Gervonta Davis brings a level of danger to the ring that few boxers in the lightweight division can match. But that doesn't seem to faze him. Roach's confidence, almost unshakable in the face of one of the sport's most fearsome knockout artists, speaks volumes about his mindset leading up to their highly anticipated clash. The reality is for Roach, this fight is more than just another chance to step up and prove himself. It's a moment to show that he has the strength, the skill, and the willpower to overcome what many consider an insurmountable obstacle. I think he actually took this fight for the NSAs and all this, and all that people talking, __ about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm going to show you what happens when 2 dogs get in the ring together. Sure, Gervonta Davis is dangerous, a fighter capable of ending fights in the blink of an eye. His record speaks for itself: 30 lose 0 with 28 knockouts, and every opponent he faces knows that they're entering the ring with a ticking time bomb. That's the reputation Davis has built over years of fighting at the highest level, dismantling one opponent after another, making the task of facing him seem like a suicide mission for anyone who dares to step in front of him. But Lamont Roach isn't daunted. Instead, he spent countless hours in the gym refining. Everyone was inexperienced and nervous. You know it is. What it is it's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me. What you game, whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds, but I'm always looking for a knockout. And if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off. What makes Roach's confidence stand out is that he understands exactly what he's up against. There's no illusion in his mind about the ferocity of Davis. He's not one to ignore the facts or underestimate his opponent.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog. And he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm going to show y'all what happens when 2 dogs get in the ring together.
Heard the talk, seen the fights, and knows how quickly the likes of Davis can end things. And yet he isn't scared. In fact, he seems almost energized by the challenge. It's as if the more daunting the task, the more motivated Roach becomes. He's not just trying to survive the fight. He's preparing to take it to Davis in ways that will make the unbeaten champion uncomfortable, testing not just his physical limits, but his mental resolve as well. No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a Little over his head with a Gervonta Davis. Is I mean to say the least he's a beast he really is. It's not power that Roach is known for, but he's been working tirelessly to add more string to his punches. Roach is not a knockout artist like Davis, but he believes that his power is enough to trouble the lightweight king. Hopefully, he got a chin, Roach said. When asked about his chances of stopping Davis, it wasn't the boastful arrogance of a man who doesn't know the scale of the task before him, no. It was the quiet confidence of someone who believes that they have the ability to outdo expectations when it matters most. Hey. Get what's especially telling about Roach's attitude is the way he's embraced the notion of pushing Davis to the brink. He's not under any illusion that Davis will fold under the pressure of a few solid punches. Roach understands that Davis has withstood brutal shots from fighters who hit harder than he does, but Roach believes in himself and his ability to keep grinding, to keep applying pressure, even if Davis can take what he dishes out. The reality is that Davis has yet to face someone with Roach's mindset. He's faced knockout artists, yes, but none who have a mentality as resolute as Roach is, a fighter who isn't simply relying on power to win, but on an unwavering will to overcome whatever Davis throws his way. It's going to be a party on. I'm going to let y'all know, son, his father was up here shaking on what's his name. He was shaking on the other, and everybody to play a part in it. My team, Roberto Diaz G. Jonas, my kids. He was shaking on this. There's no question that the training camp leading up to this fight has been intense. Roach has been working on his defense, tightening up the holes that could be exploited by someone as explosive as Davis. His combination punching is getting sharper, more fluid, and he's doing everything he can to ensure that when he does hit, it counts. His most recent performance, a stoppage of undefeated Fergalm Crow in the 8th round, showed that Roach's punches can be dangerous when he's able to land them. But for him, the significance of that one wasn't just about the result. It was about proving to himself that he could break down an undefeated opponent, a challenge that boosted his ego and his confidence. So we fought in the regionals in Baltimore, in his hometown. It was a close fight. Obviously, I thought I won him. We sent it. There was like an incident where a point got taken from both of us, and it only should have been him, or whatever the case may be. And we sent the tape to USA Boxing. This fight is an opportunity to prove that he's not just another name on the list of Davis's opponents. Roach has spent his entire career believing that he's one of the best in the world. And now with a shot at Davis, he has a chance to finally show everyone else what he's capable of. The fact that people are already counting him out, predicting he'll place on him, and in his mind, Davis's knockout streak doesn't mean the end of the line for him. It's simply the next challenge. He's determined to conquer 350, is what Tank and Frank did. And Frank wasn't a champion. Rocha has been around. He lost to Jamal Heron. He came back from defeat to be a world champ. I think he'll do good when fight night arrives. Roach will be ready, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. He's not walking into Barley Center with the mindset of a man who hopes to survive. He's walking in as someone who believes in his own destiny. He knows the stakes are high, and he knows that every minute of this fight will be a test of everything he's worked for. But Roach is prepared for that, whether the fight ends in the first round or the 12th. He's ready to go to war and bring the fight to Davis in a way that hasn't been seen before. Yeah, man, meaning it's going to go Tank, going to be losing the first 3 rounds, and he's going to download the data. Then he's going to knock this dude out in round 7 or 8. Then he's going to do the backflip. Then Jim Gray's going to get in the ring, or Caleb Plant, hot wife, and say, who do you want next? And Tank's going to say, I want all those guys. And they're going to go to the press conference. And Elliot's setbacks want to say, who do you want next? He say, I want all the guys. He's putting in the work now, so that when the bell rings, he's ready to take whatever Davis throws at him and fire back with everything he's got. I'm expecting it to be a great fight, and I'm prepared to go 12 rounds. Roach said a statement that sums up the mentality he's bringing into the ring for him. This isn't about a quick fix or a lucky punch. It's about perseverance, about showing Davis that no matter how hard the fight gets, he's not going to back down. Roach knows that to take down Davis, he has to go the distance, take him into deep waters, and show that he has the endurance and the heart to finish what he started all day. He's War of the Year 2025 has already proven to be a tough one for Von Davis. And as the dust continues to swirl around him, the boxing world has been forced to reckon with the distractions he's faced outside the ring, from social media squabbles to public personal conflicts. Davis has made headlines for reasons that seem to have little to do with his formidable skills in the ring. However, despite all the noise, there's one undeniable truth. Come March 1st, Von Davis will step into the ring with Roach Jr. at Brooklyn's Barclays Center, a showdown that could change the course of both their careers. And though Davis's life outside the ring, maybe in Chaos Roach, has remained steadfast.
So we fought in the regionals in Baltimore in his hometown. It was a close fight. Obviously, I thought I won. We sent there was like an incident where a point got taken from both of us, and it only should have been him, or whatever the case may be. And we sent the tape to USA